Well, hello and welcome to the Brian Hornback podcast. This is episode 28. 28. What an interesting week. That's twice I've done that since we started this podcast. What an interesting week we've had here in good old K-Town. I did 2 podcasts last week. Came on here after the incident at Austin East High School and did a short one for you. And then we've just had a week here in Knoxville. So today is Wednesday, April the 21st. April 21st is when I'm recording this podcast. So we had the incident at Austin East High School on the 12th. This afternoon, the body cams were released that showed what happened, and it's not good. But you know, I think it's what we all kind of expected. He did have a gun in the school. It did go off in the bathroom. However, the fatal shot to Anthony Thompson, Jr., 17-year-old Austin East High School student, the fatal shot, and then the other bullet either hit Wilson and Anthony. But anyway, there's the bullet that came out of Anthony's gun, according to the investigation, went into the trash can that was in the bathroom. The 2 bullets that came from KPD's service 6-hour service revolver hit KPD officer Adam Wilson and Anthony Thompson Jr. They got medical treatment to Anthony within 4 minutes, according to the investigation that was revealed today. But the medical examiner says it wouldn't have mattered. It was almost an instantaneous fatal shot. When Anthony landed, he landed on his face. And I guess that's where the bullet went through his upper body, went through his lungs and the bottom of his heart. So he was face down, so they didn't realize how significant the blood loss was, I guess, until they turned him over. And they had already drugged the KPD officer out, I guess, when they turned Anthony over. Anyway, lots of Monday morning quarterbacking could be done. I'm not going to do that here. I'm not going to second guess what could have happened in 11 seconds. I'm not a police officer. Haven't been trained as a police officer. Don't anticipate at my age that I'm going to be a police officer anytime soon. My age, they probably wouldn't hire me anyway. So, you know, we just, it's another unfortunate incident where a young person of color has lost their life, and Knoxville is on the national news. So we'll see how it plays out. Lots of anger in the community. It's understandable. Lots of changes that need to happen. You know, it's in regard to that, there was an incident at the county commission meeting on Monday where there were several groups of people that had issues that they wanted to talk to the county commission about. There were some students from the University of Tennessee that wanted to come talk about the 287G program. That's where the sheriff's department is paid by ICE, the federal immigration folks to detain illegals for ICE, and so they were there, and then some folks that were wanting the tapes released on the Anthony Thompson shooting in the school officer involved shooting. They also came and disrupted the meeting, and 7 of them were arrested. I wrote a blog post about the incident, and I don't necessarily agree with arresting folks for speaking out. That particular group that got arrested, well, there was more than 7, but they arrested 7. Those of that group of people, they just want to be heard, and they're comparing the folks that came and was against the mask mandates. They too, some of the folks that came there on the mask issue, they got loud, they got boisterous, and they weren't arrested. I remember back in the late 80s, when Knoxville and Knox County was wanting to build a mass burn incinerator to burn our garbage. They were wanting to build it out there next to the cement plant off Rutledge Pike, and there were lots of contentious meetings then. And I remember them bringing a effigy. It was either Richard Beeler, the attorney that was representing the Solid Waste Authority, or the other man that was executive director of the Solid Waste, that were bringing the mass burn incinerator to Knoxville, and they hung him from the balcony of the main assembly room. And I don't remember people being arrested for that. I think that was just covered under First Amendment speech. And so, everybody needs to be heard. The chairman could have easily, instead of instructing the sheriff's department to go arrest those people, could have said, hey, let's suspend the rules, and let's let 3 or 4 of these folks speak. That would have been a good alternative to arrest and incarceration. They could have, I don't know. I just think that the community has been crying out for some time. The Austin East community, East Knoxville's been crying out for some time. And people talk about it. They say they're going to do this. They say they're going to do that. But you know what? They never do it. They've never done it. In 2021, we've lost 5 young people. Granted, only 1 so far at the hands of the police department. But something real's got to happen. And so I say that to you to kind of let you know what's going on. I intend to be back tomorrow, Thursday night, for episode 29. And then I want to talk to you tomorrow about, I just really want to come on here for about 10 minutes, kind of give you kind of what my thought is so far on this. There'll be more to come. We'll have to see the videos over and over and over and over and over because that's what the TV news does, and rightfully so. Anthony Thompson, yes, he was wrong. He had a gun at school. What happened? The district attorney did a good job of explaining what brought him to that, what caused him to spiral out of control. Not to make excuses for him, but to inform. And so Charm Allen did a good job today of explaining the evidence and how she came to her decisions. my only wish for KPD to consider, and it's only for them to consider. It's my 10 cents, and I'll give you the dime to listen to it. In that situation, when you knew you were going to arrest somebody for domestic assault, supposedly, and you were fairly certain that he was in that bathroom, go in and identify him, and then ask him to come out in the hall, like you do any other situation like that. When you know you've got them, when you know he can't go out a window because there's not a window in the bathroom, wait him out. But again, that's Monday morning quarterbacking that I said I wasn't going to do. We can't bring Anthony back. We can't undo the bullets that came out of the chamber. What we can do is make some real substantive changes in East Knoxville. And I hope KPD, and I hope the city mayor, and I hope the community can come together. Right now, they're not together. They're nowhere close. So that's my 2 cents. Don't know that I'll talk about it again. Wanted to come on and let you hear my thoughts. And y'all have a great rest of your week, and we'll be talking to you soon.